All right, Orie, we're going to rotate the tires. All right, that means this tire goes back there. That tire then goes on the other side in the front. We're on a hill. It's always good to block the tires, but because we're on a hill and only the back tires are keeping it from rolling down, we have to put blocks. I have a block on the other side, but not this side because we're going to change it right now. And then after I change that one, I'll put that under it so that when we go to do that one, so the truck doesn't roll away on us. So we'll use this one for taking off the cover. Just spin it. And then you can use the cover to hold your lug nuts. So you take them off. But you don't just take the lug nuts off. You can loosen them now with it on the ground, because up in the air, off the ground, the wheel will turn. So you loosen them, you jack it up, then you take them off. And now we got this new guy to try to see that it'll break loose. Wow. You see that? No problem. Wow, no problem. That is a time saver.
You see that as it gets stuck.
Or you go and take that one and take the cover off the other three wheels, okay? I will jack this up and take this wheel off. Put the jack stand under it. This is the first one to come off and the last one to go back on.
So remove balance panel?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, do I like loosen it or just like throw it or remove it?
Just loosen it.
Alright.
Hold it straight. Hold it straight. You're not straight. Down, 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 down. That's straight. That's enough. See? That's too much. Side.
No, just do that on the other side.
Oh, I got it. And this side?
This side turns.
I guess I got that.
Both.
Grab my flashlight to inspect the brake pads while we have the tire on. Also, I should inspect the tie rod and the wheel bearing. check that piece of wood's behind that wheel. On this side. These just don't come.
Sarah.
Was it there?
Mm-hmm.
You know what we need to do? I need to block the front wheel. Orie, step away from the truck. I'm going to jack up both wheels. Step away, please. Orie. It's off the ground, we're good. So Orie, where's this wheel go? Where's this one go? The front driver's side. Yeah, we can use that to hold our lug nuts. Oh, can you hit that? So, can you get the flashlight? It's up there. So, we gotta check the brake pads. So, this is your disc. And these are the pads. And it's like a hand that like squeezes the disc, and that's how you stop, is it squeezes. So, come here. Come here. Down there's the pad, and you want to see, look at the thickness of the pad, and they're plenty thick. We're good. I bought the strongest duty ones. And also, Orie, you want to look at your wear pattern for your alignment. It looks like I'm wearing just ever so slightly on the left, which is part of why you rotate them. We had an alignment done just a month and a half ago. Doesn't mean they did it right or it didn't go out of whack since then. But here's the magic of this new tool. Instead of doing it by hand. Alright. Come get some of these started.
Hmm?
Put one of those on. Put one of those on here. That's upside down. Yeah, no, that's upside down. There you go. And then turn it. You gotta turn it a few times so it doesn't come off and it catches the threads. It's kind of like the jar on the peanut butter. Oh, go get it. So the reason why you want to start it by hand a few turns is that you don't have to, but it's a good practice so you don't cross the threads. You don't strip them, deform them. And then we'll use a torque wrench on all of them when we're done to put them, make sure they're the proper tightness and not too tight. So now we let the rear down. And we go put this one in the front. Can you get the wrench, the new battery operated tool? And just for safety, you want to kick that block on there, the one we just did, because we know that we're done with that wheel. All right. What you want to do is you get the right spot on the frame that'll support it up in the air. But also lift the wheel. There we go. And then you jack it. This uses hydraulic oil. A fluid, have you learned that in physics yet? A fluid doesn't compress. You can't squeeze a fluid. You can squeeze a solid, you can squeeze air, but you can't squeeze a fluid. And that's how this fluid lifts the car. Okay, so when I take this one off, where does it go? In the back. So fast compared to using a breaker bar. I was wrong, I did it up in the air. No problem. Alright, Orie, go get the flashlight. I think it's at the other wheel we were just at. So we can inspect the brake pads. I'm also inspecting the shock because I just replaced it about a month ago. Oh, plenty. Plenty. All right. So you see how the tire goes on? It's got, you see all these. So these are called studs, but they're basically a bolt. And you line them up with the same hole pattern. So like the wheel on the blue car won't fit on here because it's a different pattern. So now we will inspect this. Here, put some of these on. We will inspect the wheel bearing and the tie rod. Okay. First we got to put these on to do that. So you didn't get it started. Push it in there and get it started. You're turning that. That's how you take the lid off the milk. How do you put the lid on the milk? There you go. There you go. All right. Thank you for your help, sir. Put these on. Jack it up a little more. Okay, now you take this and you give it a little pull like this, and if there's a lot of play, that means a bad wheel bearing. And then you grab it here and you go like this, and if there's a lot of play, that means a bad tie rod. We can look at this and look at the wear. I mean, it's pretty decent, but again, a little bit on the outside. So. Oh, you know what? The other one's not on the ground, so I can't do that, but I can do this one. Absolutely no wheel bearing play. I can't do the tie rod because it's just turning the wheel. You want the other one on the ground while you do that. So we can come back and jack it up again after check it. Just to check. I have new ones. I just have a long list of things to do and only give myself 1 day a week to do it. Okay. You grab that, sir. I grab this. And we go do this one. This one will go on here. That one will go. Try to do it nice and easy. You know how to let this down, Orie? You turn this really slow because you don't want it coming down fast. See that? And then to go up again, you got to turn it to the right again. Look, I'm going to turn it to the right to lock it, so now I can jack it. And this, I gotta loosen it. There. That's it right there. Oh, Maria, can you put that yellow wheel stop back in the front wheel? Because I'm lifting up both back wheels and it'll roll away. Put it up tight. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, we're off the ground. Oh, where's the tool? Tool, please. All right, Orie, flashlight. Flashlight. It's right here. Oh yeah, nice and thick. How's the brake wearing? Good. Okay. So next we're gonna look at what the Prius needs to change the oil filter. If we can change the oil, we'll change the oil. We'll put the rain guards on, and then we're gonna do a compression test on this truck. Try to figure out if that random misfire is mechanical. Because it certainly wasn't the plug, the wire, or the coil. Okay, Orie. Orie. Can you move a little faster? Put some of these on. Can you move a little faster, please? Yes or no? Can you move faster, please? Yes or no? Huh?
I will try.
Okay, that's good. Right. This is what some people do for a job all day. There you go. that to the front wheel. I'll wheel this over, okay? Come on.
Oh.
¿Qué te pasa con energía? ¿Qué viene? Do this.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, check out this really green spider, bro. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I guess that's to hide in the grass.
Yeah.
You'll have to ask God one day. Why is that one so green? Oh, you know what? I gotta jack it up. Forgot the jack. Alright, Orie, go put one here and one here, okay? Put a lug nut there and there, okay? No, the other top one. Does it fit? Okay, do another one.
This is just not going on.
Okay. Step to the side. Scoot over. There you go. Just a couple turns, not too many. There you go. All right, step aside. And we're going to check the, so that one's on the ground. We can check the tie rod. Looks like it needs a tie rod. Excuse me. Our wear wasn't too bad. So it's not the inner tie rod or it's not the tie rod right here, it's the joint back there. That needs to get replaced. So the whole tie rod anyway. It's all one piece. No, it's not one piece. So I guess they call that the inner tie rod and the outer tie rod. Or that's the inner. Anyhow, we'll just replace them both at the same time, just not today. Now we check the wheel bearing, Orie. So that was a tie rod. It definitely needs to be done. Here, wheel bearing's fine. Okay, Orie, now we torque it.
Okay.
Now we need the torque wrench. So, look. This thing does a click click. It's like a measuring device. We want 100 pounds. So there's 110 across, it's 100. And you look up here to make sure it's foot pounds. Because this side is kilograms. So we're looking for 100. So you turn it, keep this loose until the 0 comes up to that line right there on the 100. And boom. And then you use this to lock it so that you don't accidentally adjust it while you're using it. And then I'll take the socket off of there. Come here. I'll use this socket. Where are we? So you're not strong enough to do this yet, but I want to show you do a star pattern. You don't go in a circle, you go in a star. Now that tool got it within like 90 pounds, maybe even 95. Oop, that one was already 100. That one was probably 85. And somehow I did the pattern wrong and I missed this one. Alright, that one's good. So, you, Ori, can now put these back on. So put it here and just start it. And then use the other tool to put it on, okay? And don't hold it there too long, just until it goes click, click. Get the other tool and I'll show you while I do this one. You said you try to move faster. That one's loosey-goosey. Come here. You just go, so you push this in to make it reverse, so it goes in, and you just go click. This one you can go around. Click. Okay, 3 more. Ouch.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Come on, stop.
Yeah.